Testing, 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 testing. One, two, three. We now rocking with yours truly, one half of the Wrestling Boys, aka, and they call me BMK, but you know me as Sabrina Tane, and you know me as the innovator of the 12-hour stream, the innovator of the WrestleMania live reaction, the innovator of basically streaming and wrestling, bringing the people together for wrestling in general, man. So today we got a special guest, man, real special guest, dope. Man. See, a lot of times y'all think wrestling starts big, like starts like at the big, like it takes a lot of work to get to those big promotions. Y'all think a lot of times wrestling is just automatically WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan World Wrestling, but like in order to get to those places, you have to put in the work to get to those places. You have to honestly say, I'm gonna grind this out. And we got my man Dylan Cole. Yeah, Dylan Cole. He's a ref for the Wild Samoans training center out there in Allentown, man. What's up? How you doing, sir?
How's it going, man? Hold on, I gotta correct you real quick. You said Dylan Cole. It's Dylan Quinn, Rep
Good-
DQ.
You see, correct. See, correct. You said, okay, correct me. Correct. Go
It's
ahead.
all
I'm over.
good.
I'm over. Oh yeah. So correct me. I'm glad you did correct me. I'm
It's
glad
all
you did
good,
correct
man.
me, sir.
Hey, it
Because
happens.
yeah, because I corrected a lot of people about my shit too. My excuse. It's
Hey,
monetized.
it
I say shit.
happens.
I say I'm over here. I corrected a lot of people about my name too, so I don't blame you, sir.
It
So man,
happens.
what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing,
I'm
man?
good, man. Chilling, like you said earlier, out here just grinding as much as possible. You know, I was one of the last classes of the Wild Samoan Training Center in Pennsylvania. Now I'm doing my thing with the Battlefield crew out there in Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. We're doing some big things out there, so keep your eye out. I'm gonna put it out there now. Keep your eye out on the battlefield for Broadheadsville, PA. Follow me on all social medias, and you'll start to see that. Like I said, right now that's my home,
Yeah.
Battlefield. So
Okay. Okay. So, I'm seeing, I'm seeing a lot. I seeing y'all guys got some upcoming shows like with y'all got not upcoming, but y'all got one coming up in May. Y'all
yes,
got one.
sir.
You got one coming up in May. So it's like so how do what made you want to get started with getting into the whole wrestling scene and referencing? What made you want to get into it?
So when I was a kid, WXWC4 used to have an event called Sports Fest out
Sport.
here in
I remember sport.
Allentown.
Yeah, I remember
Right.
Sports Fest. Yes, sir.
Every year, every year they did that. Up until I want to say 2016, 2017 might have been the last one that we ever did. I actually saw a match between Sammy Callahan and Homicide. Fortunately, this match is nowhere to be seen, uh, which sucks because I really wish I could share it out there. But it was Sammy Callahan versus Homicide at Sports Fest 2012. And that right there was the match. I was like, yo, I got to do this, man, because that match was fire. You got Homicide on one corner, and man, Homicide's a legend, an OG. Like,
Homicide is
he,
definitely a legend.
he's an OG, man. Like anybody that knows wrestling, independent wrestling, they did stuff. Homicide's kind of one of the OGs of this, man. He took over, and Sammy Callahan. That man's a young legend right now, man. That man went from WWE to Impact Wrestling. Did a little pop up in New Japan for a minute, if I'm not mistaken. So you had those two guys, man, and that match was classic. And it was for the New Horizon Pro Wrestling Championship out of Australia, which is run by Mana, who used to wrestle around here, but he has his own promotion up in Australia. And yeah, man, that match right there, I was like, yo, I gotta do this, man. Like, that was a fire match. As far as the refing thing, to be honest, it was just something that kind of fell into my lap. When I first started training, I was always like, oh man, like, I want to wrestle, of course, but like the refing thing was cool because I got to be in the ring and learn different things about the business. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Now I've been doing the refing thing for about 5, 6 years. Uh,
5, 6 years. Okay.
Yeah, so it's crazy, how far I've come in that time span. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna wrestle a match, but right now I am enjoying being a referee. And it's opened a lot of doors for me as well. So, I'm just enjoying the grind right now.
Well, oh wow, that's what's up. My question is, do you see yourself taking this like the reference part all the way to the next level? Do you see like yourself referring like if it's NXT, if it's Revolution, if it's Impact, how far you see yourself taking the reference, going taking referee?
As well as long as the journey takes me, I could definitely see myself getting to the next level. There's definitely small things I need to do for myself. My weight is a main priority right now. I got to cut down a little bit because the big scenes and you see the refs, man. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little gut right now, but once I cut that weight, I definitely can. I can see myself being at that next level.
Good. You can hear me? Like the Wi-Fi got tricky over here.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I
Yeah,
can definitely
yeah,
hear you right now. You
yeah.
able to
All
hear
right,
me?
we just had to. Y'all can hear you. I just thought it was the Wi-Fi on my end. It got a little. It was a little touch and go just there. A little.
Hey, it happens.
Somebody start somebody start messing with the Wi-Fi.
Hey, it
But you
happens.
so you were saying, man, that like, oh, well, you were saying that you got a gut, man. See, hey, I wouldn't, see me personally, I wouldn't get in there because Dylan, I got a dream of mine, Dylan. Like, yeah, I know y'all might think I'm crazy for my dream in pro wrestling, but I want to meet up with Gunther, get in the ring with Gunther and take a chop from Gunther. Like I would actually want to take a
Yeah.
chop from Gunther. And it's like y'all might say when y'all see this on playback, y'all might say like, yeah, that's a crazy goal. But hey, I think like you give me about 5 to 10 minutes in there with Gunther, we could put on a C+ type of a match. Not I'm not gonna lie and say a B+, A+ type of match. At least a C+ type of a match. So the gut don't
Right.
affect nothing a little bit.
Of course. Hey, man. Dream and believe it. That's what I always said. If you dream it, then you believe it. Anything's possible in this lifetime. You know. And I tell people that all the time, man. Like I get all the time. How do I get into wrestling? I tell them give it one chance. It's not for everybody. This business is not for everybody. It's a lot of letdown, a lot of heartbreak. It's a grinder mentality. It's a dog eat dog world. Anything with entertainment as a whole. So like, you can't get complacent, but as long as you out here doing the thing, keeping yourself consistent and busy, you could definitely live that dream. And anybody that wants to train to be a wrestler, I tell people all the time, it's like a car crash. Your body's gonna feel different pains it's never felt before, but your body eventually gets used to it. Um, but it does take time.
I'm glad you sharing what it takes and stuff like that because people get so fascinated with the glitz and glamour. Some people get fascinated with what you see on TV, the tour, and you
Right,
going around the world, but people don't know like, yo, all right, we get it. Like we get like wrestling sometimes has predetermined outcomes. Yes, wrestling has predetermined outcomes.
of
But
course,
the sacrifice that these men and women are putting themselves through. See, like, and I
right,
want you to talk to the people that might not understand. Like, yo, these people are getting injuries. Like people, like when you see a torn meniscus is actually happening to these people. ACL. See, you see the fact
right.
that Seth Rollins is beat up, like to the point that Seth Rollins has about those little body charts in school you had in school with the skeleton. You can point out every single element on Seth Rollins' body. Those are real elements. Talk to the people who might underestimate this, like well, who might
I mean,
underestimate with this with wrestling.
right. So I mean, everybody sits there and wants to call what we do fake, but like, bro, the best thing I heard ever from somebody was teach me how to fall from a 20-foot ladder and safely do that and be able to walk the next day. Because we wouldn't know what we're doing wrong. It's crazy. Like, people sit there and be quick to call wrestling fake, but yet they go to the movies and they'll sit there and go to the movies and watch a movie, right?
Yeah,
But you don't see these dudes. sitting there 9 times out of 10, these movies got stunt doubles, so it's not, what we do, we're not faking it. I've seen people get knocked out in the ring. I've seen people legit get hurt in the ring. I know somebody that was working on a torn meniscus for close damn near to a year, and they didn't even know that the knee was torn, because what we do, like 9 times out of 10, like the injuries you feel, you're just like, whatever, it happens. People don't realize, like, this is real life. Like, the ring isn't, a trampoline. This isn't soft. Like, it hurts. Like, you know, I know guys that are 70 years old that are walking around barely able to move because it hurts. Like, you're taking bumps in the ring, it hurts. It's not fun. And to the people that say, "Oh, what you do is fake," I give you one training session, just one, guaranteed you're not gonna say it's fake anymore, because again, the hits are real, the kicking is real, what we do is real. It's not fake. Like, this is real life stuff. It might be, certain maneuvers might, not hurt, like they, might not seem like they hurt, I should say, but it's crazy, man. Taking the chair, it hurts. Like, it's hard to fake some of this stuff, man. And so the people that say it's fake, they just don't really understand like what we do. Like, yes, it's entertainment. Yes, we are here to entertain you, but it's an athletic competition at the end of the day. And we are really getting hit. We are really taking bumps in that ring. It's not no fun and no joking.
That yeah, and gotta let them know, man, because like this, because wrestling ain't for the faint of heart. Because it's like,
Nah,
and then the grind, and then it's a mental grind as you progress in stages. The more it's basically,
right,
if you're away from your family so much, but now it got kind of linear, it kind of lenient because of the way that the people up top are working down now. Wrestlers kind of get more days off, but
right.
at its height, wrestlers were working damn near about 360 some days out the year.
That's
It,
crazy.
it's,
It's
yeah,
it's one of those things too. It's even when you're off, you're still working.
yeah.
To be at the top of your game, it's kind of like a professional athlete for any sport. The days off, they're sitting there hitting the gym or doing whatever they can to take care of their body. It's a mental grind. Like, there's relationships lost in this. There's friendships
Hmm.
lost. You miss family events. You miss, all the fun times. But at the end of the day, we know what we got into, and it's our passion, it's our dream. But like you
Hmm.
said, it's a little bit different now. You get those times off, but even on those times off, you're not really off, because sometimes if you got family, if you got kids, you got to come home, take care of them, make up for lost time, and then you're back on the road again. It's crazy. People don't understand what we do, man. It's hard to
And
explain it.
people don't understand, and it's just like, even as I sit and just chop it up with you right now, it's like I have a respect, even and see, even from every level that's putting themselves on the line. Wrestling, I have a respect, because me, truthfully, I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't sit up here and do that. It's like that pain you gotta
That's
sit up there.
crazy.
I've been and Dylan, I've been a wrestling fan since I've been 3 years old. Like three since like meaning like attitude era wrestling, like during the height of the attitude era, going into like 98, going into like 98, 99, not the middle booming surge of the attitude era, but the middle peak of the attitude era. So it's like, to see what y'all can do, I respect that. And it's like, and I want to ask this next question: what's the hardest part about, first of all, roughing? What's the hardest thing about roughing?
Refereeing, the hardest part, man. To be honest, ooh, that's a good question. You put me on the spot right now, because there's so many factors into it. The hardest part, honestly, though, is just like, in a way, we're kind of the quarterback in that ring, right? Like, you see the wrestlers, but like, we're the kind of like the quarterbacks of the team in a way, as the referee. If a guy gets hurt, we gotta be there. We gotta, make sure that person's okay, things like that. And there, there's also, you gotta kind of avoid cameras and stuff like that as a referee. So, like, the camera people can get those big moves. So I would say honestly, just staying away from cameras, avoiding the cameras, and then also just like being the communicator in a way. Those are kind of the hard things. But I mean, damn, I could. So many hard things. Like people think what we do as a referee is just count the one, two, three, and we're out of there. Nah, there's a lot more to it. So there's so many factors to that, man. That's like one of those questions. I could sit here for 4 or 5 hours and tell you how hard it is.
Yeah, for sure. Like because a lot of I reason the reason why I asked that because a lot of times you see like as you progress up in stages, like the ref have an earpiece on. Like prime example, at your highest stage, which we can agree is WWE. That
Of course.
the refs are basically like the wrestlers choreograph these things that everything is choreographed out, but at the same time, you got that ref in the ring. He's getting instructions, even during live shows. That's why your job,
Exactly.
that's why your job is phenomenal because y'all got to know when commercial breaks are hitting. Y'all got to know. Y'all got to know what's the spot. Like y'all getting choreographed spots in your ear as well. And when somebody get injured, that's y'all really know. That's really the big thing. Like.
And people too, they'll sit there and be like, "Oh, you as a ref, you don't get hurt." That's not
Mm-mm.
true. There was a few years back, there was this referee on NXT that got he broke his leg, I think, ACL,
Mm.
MCL,
Bro,
something
bro,
like that.
damn.
Yeah, something like that. And I remember he yeah, he broke his leg, and then, refs get hurt. We take it serious risks too. So it's not it's not all sunshines and rainbows for us as the ref either. We gotta know what we're doing in there. It's a grind. Like you mentioned my training earlier at the Wild Samoans. Like I was bumping, man. I was in the trenches with the boys. I wasn't just get in and count the three. Nah, I was learning how to bump. I was learning how to move in the ring, things like that. So it's not easy to be a ref, as much as people think it is. It's not. Anything to wrestling, man. If you want to be a commentator, if you want to be a ref, wrestler, it's not easy, no matter what path you take.
Yeah, that's it. That is the truth, man. I appreciate you sitting up there telling the people it ain't easy, no matter what path you take. I just want to be the person that just get commentates on things and do what the rest of the
Right,
boys do. I'm respecting what y'all do, but I'm not going to sit up there and play myself. So I'm right. I'm right where I
right.
need to be. And my
Even
question is, go ahead. Dylan.
even as a podcaster, man, like you guys don't get enough credit, man. Like you guys, give us a platform, right? You guys go to shows, whatever the case may be. You support us, and being a podcaster ain't easy either. Like I said, you guys have to kind of watch, TV almost every week. You got to watch the product type thing. So it's not easy being a podcaster either, no matter what people think.
That's a fact. Yeah, people don't understand. Like, yo, we constantly. It's like a film. It's like film study. Like, it's like we constantly sit and like from like and this platform is monetized, so like the work is a little bit harder because you constantly sit and we got to sit like tonight AEW. I'm gonna be like, believe it or not, never sit and watch the AEW for the first time since its inception. So
It's
for the first
crazy.
time, yeah, we gonna watch that, and it's like, yo, Friday night SmackDown, Monday night Raw, NXT, the PLEs, and now that the WrestleMania 40 is in Philly, we're going in
Crazy.
Philly. So right in my backyard, I'm from Philly. So it's like, yo, we got work we gotta do. So it's like, yo,
Exactly, bro.
so it's like it's hard. It's hard, but you don't want to you want to like how we are intertwined. The reason why I love this thing because me, you, the whole wrestling community is intertwined. Like, and
Exactly.
we support each other to the utmost. So it's like, all right. we support each other. All right, we gonna all work. We gonna make sure we be good as possible. That's why this platform is a platform from not just the bit from the top, from the bottom all the way to the top. If you want to share your story, anybody want to share their story, you want to come on here and chop it up. They could come over
Exactly.
here and chop it up, and that's why I do this, and that's why we do this. So I wanna ask you this too. Growing up from the big time promotions up there, who was your favorite wrestler? What wrestler made you say, you know what, I gotta start watching wrestling?
All right, so man, I got a little bit of like I'll give like three people, because it's hard for me to just like pinpoint one. Top of my list is gonna be Humaga. That's
Oh,
always been my guy.
that's a
And I'm
good
not
one.
just saying that. I'm not just saying that because I'm tapped in with the Samoans, the
I was
dynasty,
about to
whatever.
ask. That's not
It's not
that's not
just
a
that.
shameless plug.
But nah, Humaga, man, the way he moved in the ring, everything he did, man, it was insane. Of course, Eddie Guerrero's on that list, man. Eddie
Rest
was
in peace.
just insane, bro. And then my third guy, man, I would have to go with low key Randy Orton. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of Randy Orton was in there.
Let me ask. So we go through the versions. Let's ask. You got your young evolution Randy Orton, or you got your legend killer Randy Orton, or you got your corporate.
Ooh,
We got your corporate espionage type of Randy Orton, or you got like jailhouse Randy Orton now, like that
oh man.
just.
So when I first started getting into WWE, I would go with like the young Orton, man.
Oh, okay.
And then after a while, man, like I mentioned earlier, going to WXW Sports Fest. That's when I started tapping in with the independent wrestling scene. Of course, we got to mention TNA too, man. Young TNA with like the AJ Styles,
Oh, shit.
Samoa Joe,
Uh,
Christopher
Kurt.
Daniels, Kazarian,
Oh,
man. That whole X
golden era.
division was
Golden
fire,
era.
man.
Yeah, was absolutely fire. The golden era of TNA.
And I'll say it to this day, TNA still popping off right now, and I know some
T-
people in there, man. Like,
but I can't unless I know what's going on. I can't get down with them releasing Scott, like firing Scott like that. I gotta
yeah, man, that kind of like was shocking.
uh,
It's just one of those things, man. We may never know.
we may never
But
know. I can't get down with that. So like,
right,
yeah, I don't agree. I love TNA and what TNA rejuvenated itself, but like unless it's something we don't know, I'm not. That's why I'm not really saying too much. But if it's something we
right.
don't know, then I understand. But if y'all just firing them just to be firing them, I can't get down with
That's
that.
crazy, man. Yeah, because like uh, Ace Austin, who's there right now, man. I knew Ace when he started off in the company, like started off in wrestling, man. He came into WXWC4 as a young kid, man, curly hair. He was skinny as all hell. Now, man, he's brolic as hell. But nah, Ace has been my guy. So like, of course, I gotta support Impact any means possible because, like I said, I know a couple people out there right now. But and then also, you asked earlier too. My different people in wrestling. I can't forget to mention ROH too. Early ROH with like the Low Keys, the Homicide, the Dan
Hmm.
Moss, the
Hmm.
Hit Squad as a whole, man. You
His
had
squad. That's an underrated one. His squad. That's
bro,
underrated.
yeah,
Underrated.
Dan
Really
Moss with
underrated.
Monster Mac, man. Man, there's so many people with an ROH, early ROH too. Like that's where Brian Danielson came out of, man. Like
American
the
Dragon.
Briscoes, bro.
The
The Briscoes
Briscoe.
was
Rest in
crazy,
peace.
man.
Man, like she's still a huge loss, man. About the
Of
Briscoe
course,
boy,
man. It's
man.
crazy.
That's it.
There's so
Yeah,
many.
yeah. That's just so many great ones, man. Now and American Dragon, then you buy him right away too. There you Bryson.
Of course, man. It's crazy. Like I said, I tapped in with everything. Like, man, I just indulged for hours upon hours. And then I came across Japanese wrestling, like Pro Wrestling Noah, and then it turned into New Japan for me, and like, so many companies out there. Even, it's crazy. It's crazy too how easy and accessible wrestling is. I'm not gonna lie, I had to type easy when I was coming up in wrestling and stuff like that. It was so easy for me to access wrestling. I hear about tape trading, and I'm like, oh man, what's that? Like, I couldn't
Yeah,
find it online. But it's crazy. But yeah, man. Definitely, like you said earlier, who were my people? Like when I first started watching wrestling, definitely Orton, definitely Umaga, and definitely Eddie Guerrero.
yeah. Okay, so you get so you and you gave me and you gave me the Orton at the Evolution, young Orton. So yeah,
Of
so
course,
it's
man.
people. People. My favorite Orton, to be honest, is that old nine Orton, like that Legend Killer, or not Legend Killer.
Right,
Oh, that crazy Randy Orton, like that crazy
right,
Randy. That was over there sitting up there kissing Stephanie after he did got took her head off. Personally,
right.
that's
And
my
it's
favorite Orton.
crazy too, man. I tell people all the time, man. If you look at wrestling, right, some of your favorite characters have always evolved. It's kind of like movie actors, whatever. Like they always evolving, right? Or even music artists, man. They're always evolving, right? They're always changing things up. That's how wrestling is, man. If they're always changing, like look at Roman Reigns, for instance, he's on top for a reason. People
Hmm.
hating it, people may hate it, but there's a reason why he's on top right now.
We gonna get to that too. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that too.
It's crazy, bro. It's just one of those things. People are always evolving, man. Orton was one of those guys, always evolving. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. That's the part of the game that people don't like fail to realize, that like evolution is the key, because like you said, Orton always reinventing itself. But
Of course, man.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Give me
Oh man.
yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot here, so that there we getting to know, we picking brains here. So three eras. You can it's so many eras that came in wrestling. I don't care what promotion it is. Give me
Ooh.
three eras that you're a fan, that made you a fan. Then we just doing eras now.
Airs? All right.
Yeah.
I would go early 2000s ROH, when
Okay.
they first started popping off. I'd go, early 2000s TNA with the X
Oh.
Division, with the young guys that were there at that time. And I'm gonna bring it up. Early 2000 Combat Zone with like the Trent Acids and the Best of Best, man. Not aside from the Combat Zone that had the deathmatch wrestling, when they like, bro, if you take a look, man, like the early 2000s Combat Zone, man, they had a crazy high flying division. They had Trent Acid, they had Ruckus, they had so many people, man. So it's all too early 2000s for me right now. Uh, it was hard to pick like a top three, but I would definitely say that top three. Uh, Runners up would definitely be early '90s, All Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah, things like that, man. But definitely early 2000s for those top three. I said,
Wow. And to see the thing about that, to see the thing about it is your list is unique, because like you didn't mention, you mentioned like really the root of it. Like you didn't mention, and I was kind of respect that, because you didn't you could have. I thought, I kind of thought I was gonna stump you there. I thought you was gonna get a typical. I thought you was gonna get a typical
nah,
WWE
man,
answers. The WWE. I thought you was gonna say WWE.
nah,
Boom, boom,
man,
boom. But you, that was. I could say I like that. I like that a lot, because it was like it's easy. It's easy to say your top three is like boom boom, the Attitude Era, the Roof is a girl,
right,
but you switched it up. Okay, I like that. So we getting to understand. We getting to understand what you as a, like you basically, like we all deal. We like the culture, like of this thing, but like you really with the culture. Like it's not, see, a lot of fans
right.
ain't like us, that understand, like, don't see this on playback, y'all, and say I'm making fun of the casual. I'm not, or talking about the casual wrestling fan, because the casual wrestling fan is still an important wrestling fan, because they get introduced to wrestling at a certain point. Like they get,
Exactly,
so
man.
like, yeah, but it's like a lot of people that don't understand the culture of wrestling, don't understand it, and it's
Right.
like, you got a pretty good handle on that. So I gotta ask you this: what do you think? What do you think about the whole Roman Reigns? How was your impression about the Roman Reigns era, and what you think about how his era has been in WWE for now 4 years?
Hey man, people hate on it, but man, the family stays on top. We don't say we the ones for no reason, right?
So that okay, so we the ones go all the way down to Hollandale. That's what you telling me.
Yes, sir. Nah, so realistically though, man, like, yo, man, let's be honest, right? Look at every generation of the WWE, right? Name one time a Samoan was not on top. Let's be honest. Yokozuna, the Head Shrinkers. Now Roman, you have Rock on the top. Come on now. Like, bro, there's a reason why Roman's on top right now. And it's not everybody's like, oh, it's getting boring. This is it. No, it's not. Because just wait. There's more coming. Trust me. There's gonna be more added to this little story we got going on.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
it's gonna be
it's
more. Jacob, we
like,
got Jacob
bro,
Fatu.
Jacob's a free agent right now, man. Who's to say he's not there come WrestleMania time? And Jacob's the
Yeah,
Oos, man.
he
That's
is
big
loose.
bro right there.
Yeah.
Lance Onawa, he a free agent right now, and that's been my guy since I was 13 years old, man. He's probably gonna be like, no, that's not my Oos, but I know Lance. Alpha Junior is been a part of the WWE. That's who's runs Battlefield Professional Wrestling out in Broadheadsville that I mentioned earlier. Zilla Fatu popping up, man. There's Samoan Dynasty runs
It's
deep
not
in the game. It's not just what you see with Roman Reigns. It's not what you see with The Rock. Like, this family goes deep.
wow. So like, I gotta see now and see. I'm remiss. Now I gotta do my research because that's deep. Like that's deep. I gotta do my research.
Yo,
What you?
there's people. If you go back, there was an interview a few years back that the Usos did, right? They said about how the family tree is so big that sometimes they forget who the cousins, uncles, and brothers are. Sometimes, like that's how deep the family is. We have our small part in Pennsylvania, like I said. There we have Alpha Junior with Manu. We had Lance. Samu on Hawaii was out here, part of the Head Shrinkers. We had LA Smooth. We had so many people in this small town that people didn't know about. Like, and Alpha Senior lived out here for the longest time, man. Like, if you take a look, man, the Batistas, the Undertakers, there's so many people on TV that were trained by Alpha Senior, the Wild Samoan. There's a reason why that man's called Pops. That's not no joke. So you asked me about Roman Reigns being on top. There's a reason for it, and it's going to continue to be a reason for it.
See, you said that, and it's like, yo, y'all, it's like y'all reach like what y'all do, man. Y'all reach is crazy because it's like, yo, this goes all the way out to Florida as well too.
Yeah,
Alpha Senior is in Florida right now, and so it's like it goes deep. So it's like,
there's so many family members all over. Like I said, there's Jacob Fatu, who's from Cali. There's, like I said, Pops out in Florida right now, running WXW Florida. Uh, you know, Alpha Junior with Broadheadsville, PA, and uh, you know, Battlefield. There's so many people all over within that Onawahi Fatu family. And like I said, there's some people that nobody even knows of yet in that family. Uh, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy how deep that family runs. And like I said, people are gonna say, "Oh, it's getting boring. Oh, what are they gonna do next with this storyline?" Whatever the case may be, man. There's so much they're possible that it's crazy.
so it's and now I don't know. You it's like we on something verge. We on the verge of see something. Now that you said that, we on the verge of seeing something we haven't seen since Daniel Bryan, a la 2014, the whole Yes movement.
Right.
Tell me what you think about them now, about one of the Usos. Now the potential matchup between The Rock. But by the way, too, Thursday is the WrestleMania 40 official press conference. So if y'all not tuned in, we'll be up. I mean, we'll be doing our thing with that. Well, for anybody that can't watch it, What you think about that? What you think about the potential matchup between The Rock and Roman? That's my first question between two of the
Okay.
Usos.
So this is how I think it's gonna play out, right? So, night one, I'm not gonna say this is my prediction right now, right? I think night one it's gonna be Jay Uso versus Jimmy Uso. I'm calling it now,
Mm.
man. And then night two, you get The Rock versus Roman, right? You got the Samoan dynasty on top for both nights, man. And honestly, I'm hyped to see The Rock versus Roman. Don't get me wrong. It would have been cool to see Cody, but who's to say Cody doesn't get his shot at Mania still? There's so many different ways this can go, right? But I definitely am hyped to see The Rock versus Roman. It's kind of cool, right? Everybody's gonna be like, well, The Rock has wrestled in so many months, so many years, but who cares, right? It's money. It's gonna draw. People are gonna tune in, man. There's people that will specifically watch just because they haven't seen The Rock wrestle in ages, man. So I think this is gonna be a cool, man. It's gonna be fun to watch.
And what you think? And with that, what you think about the We Want Cody mania? What is it, you see how that took off, and you
Right.
see what you think about the We Want Cody mania, and what you think about Cody Rhodes as a whole?
I mean, Cody's one of the guys, man. He was in WWE for a while, right? And then he went on his own. He made himself become the guy again type thing. He went from WWE and he started doing the independent scene where he didn't need to be. He didn't know anything about the indies, and you see him pop up in for us in Gorilla. You see him pop up in New Japan. You see him pop up all over. So I can never hate Cody. And honestly, who's to say? Maybe this becomes a triple threat, right? Maybe Cody Rhodes, jumps in that Rock Roman match. I don't want to see that happen just because I kind of want to see Rock and Roman have that one on one. But who's to say that Cody still don't get a shot at Mania, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I would. And see, the thing about it is too. I gotta, and this kind of going to be like a south vote, like a rant, and I want you to like. I want to get your take on this too. Ava Rain. So like we understand we want Cody to get a shot, get the shot and stuff like get a shot. But what you think about the death threats that she's getting over this whole situation? Like she came out and said she had to
Man,
delete our ex.
it's crazy because you know what? It's not her call, right? She might be the Rock's daughter, but she's not the one calling the shots at the end of the day. It's just what's crazy nowadays is people have social media, they have the Twitters, they have the Facebooks. I'm sorry, X. I'm sorry, but they have all
You can
these
still
social
call it
media.
Twitter.
They have all these social media outlets, and they're quick to type these threats out, whatever the case may be. But let's be honest, they see these people in the street, they're not gonna walk up and say this stuff to them. And it's crazy that she has to go through this, and people don't think about the mental health of that behind it, right? Like what we go through as wrestlers, entertainers, most of us already have mental health issues. And to add on to that is crazy. As if she's the one that was like, "Yeah, my dad has to face Roman. Screw Cody." It's not her fault. She's not the one out there making the shots. So like people that do these things start to think about your actions a little bit more. Because like honestly, it's crazy how much people think about it. They like and do these things just because they think somebody is doing something they shouldn't be doing, whatever the case may be. It's just insane.
Got to, man, and see. And see, leading into my next question, I want to say, like, yo, that's when wrestling, like we could, like wrestling fans, as I say, we as a whole, because like we are who we are, like we could be
Exactly.
our own worst enemy sometimes. Like the passion is cool, it's, yes, it's cool and understandable, but overly passionate can lead to things like that, like to where the Rock's daughter gotta sit and deactivate her Twitter slash X account.
Right. And
And th-
at the end of the day, man, like, yes, we're larger than life. We're supposed to be larger than life, right? But we're humans at the end of the day. So, like, man, don't, like, come on, man. Think about what you do. Like I said earlier, like, mental health is a big thing that people deal with on the daily. And when you send those messages, like it's crazy what people send. Like it's insane, especially for the females, man. What the females have to go through with some of these fans, it's insane, bro. It's nuts, man.
That is true. That's true.
Like I always say, man, social media is a good thing because we're able to promote what we do, but it's also a bad thing because it's so accessible to sit there and send a mean message or whatever the case may be to a wrestler or entertainer as a whole or an athlete. Man, it's crazy uh, how how different the world is nowadays.
That's a fact. Have you ever gotten them type of messages where somebody reached out to you and started being all disrespectful to you and stuff like that?
I'm gonna be honest. Nah, man. I've been kind of lucky, but the thing is, everybody that knows me knows you know, I'm the most laid back, one of the most laid back people. Anybody can approach me, anybody can talk to me. I'll sit there and talk to you about anything, but I know people that have gotten some crazy messages. I'm not gonna lie, I did get some crazy messages in my life, but nothing like that. The craziest message I ever got was somebody wanted to buy a referee shirt from me, not washed, not clean, nothing. That's the craziest message I got. And I was like, what? Like, I'm only a ref, man. Like, I don't, but
Wait,
that's
wait,
the
wait, wait,
craziest
wait,
thing
wait.
I
So
got.
they wanted to warn referee shit from me.
Correct. Yes, sir. And this was somebody I don't even know. I was like, this is when I first started, like, refereeing. I didn't even do anything major yet. And it was crazy. I was like, yeah, man, I'm good. Like, I didn't even reply back. But there's people that get messages to send them underwear, just random stuff. It's crazy. But that's the craziest message I ever got, which is like somebody asked me to buy a shirt. Now, like my barber, the dude that cuts my hair, right? He's
Yeah,
over here in Allentown. He's got my ref shirt hanging up in his shop. But that's different because that's somebody I know.
yeah. I
I
can say I
don't
respect that. I respect that. The barber representing.
right. It's crazy, right?
God, that
It's
is. We gonna have to have a little wall now, man. And with all the with all the merch now, because that's a different level of support and of being able to have
right.
your own
So
shirt up.
Right. So the reason why I did it, right? We had a show a couple months back here in Allentown with Battlefield, and my barber showed up, so support, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna give you my ref shirt," and he was like, "All right, cool," and he's hanging it up right now in the shop. I have a picture of it up on my Instagram. Every time I see it, I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy!" Like, I man, whatever happens in my career, at least I could say, I got something hanging somewhere.
That's what's up, and I gotta. And now that you saying that, now I gotta ask. People probably don't understand. Talk to the people on how underrated of a place Allentown is when it comes down to wrestling.
Oh man, bro, like there's so many people that came out of here, and not just here, but all over. Billy Kidman was always representing Allen's. Like I said earlier, we got Lance on the wall. He representing Allen's. There's so many people too, not even heard of yet, coming out of this way. We have a kid named Terry Adonis that just started at the Battlefield a few months back. He's from the Eastern area, but that's still the Lehigh Valley. He's out there representing, killing. I'm gonna put over my boy right now. I should be putting him over, but you're still a jobber. My boy Logie P. He's from out there. He's from the area, Lehigh Valley area. We got a core group of people that are out here repping, and then we got some OGs from Allentown that are out here doing the thing. I'm gonna put over South Philly's finest. They've been out here for a minute. Uh, you know, they represent Philly, but they also from out this way. They've been putting in the grind with WXWC4, LVW, things like that. We got a good group of people that are representing Allentown and the Lehigh Valley as a whole. And not only just wrestling, man. I'm gonna say it. I know this is a wrestling podcast, but I'm gonna say it. We got people representing for us in music,
But
and
go
clothing
ahead,
brands,
go
everything,
ahead.
bro. Like I said, man, like if you see me, I'm tapped in with everything. Like, like I said, anybody that sees my social media that might not know who I am, but after today might tap in with me. I'm tapped in with everything. Like, it's crazy. We got all types of people out here representing for the 610.
I said just because no, just because we do what we do on wrestling, I want yeah, I want whoever come rep where you from and just come rep it to the
Exactly, man.
fullest, man. Just
Like I
come rep it.
said, man. Like I said, the hoodie I'm wearing right now, 12th and Market brand, bro. They from out this way. You'll very rarely see me wear any other brand but the local brands. You very rarely see me, sharing other people's music other than people from around here. Like we got rappers, we got Black Dre, we got Johnny Bills, we got so many people out here. Eric Rose, so many different rappers too. Like man, we got talent in the Allentown area. We just trying to put on for our city.
Yeah, I respect that because like I respect that we like that. This is how the culture is with Philadelphia, man. I'm from the city. I'm from the city of brotherly love. So we got some we as like just like Allerton, we kind of connected to the hip a little bit when it comes down to wrestling, man. This is the home. This is where you could come catch a little ZZW show. Come see some ZZW. This is the older days of ECW back when my brothers
Exactly.
came up when they used to say when King shout out to ECW when King used to be on commentary he used to say like damn they're gonna be back doing shows at the bingo halls and stuff like that. So it's like
Exactly.
the culture. So like that's why I asked that because people don't understand it. It's like people like hire like unless you're really doing your research and understanding wrestling, people don't understand the significance of these places that have on the bigger outlets of wrestling. Like they don't understand that. They don't
It's
understand like these
crazy.
these places right here, like Allentown produce so many people on the bigger levels and got so many jobs for the
Exactly.
people on the bigger levels. So I asked that too. And it's like I'm asking this as well. What are you looking forward to as far as first and foremost what's coming up with you? Battleground, what's coming up? What you looking forward to?
Man, we got some things in the works with Battlefield, man. We got some big things popping off real soon. You can catch us at the end of the month. Next weekend, I got Smash Master Wrestling. That's coming up. That's going to be out in the Scranton Wilkes-Barre area. Man, I got that coming out real soon. Like I said, that's next weekend. That's on the 18th of February. Like I said, always with Battlefield, man. I got some big things in the works. Keeping myself busy as much as possible. That's the goal, man. Man, I'm honored to work with some great companies. Like I always said, like I said, just mentioned Smash Master Wrestling. They've kind of been, they believed in me since day one there, man. And then I have, like I said, Battlefield's always believed in me. High Tension Wrestling, Arachi Pro. There's so many places, man, that believe in me. And I got, like I said, I got some big things coming in the works real soon. And I'm gonna say it on here. Not many people know about this other than like my select group of people. But I have something in the works that I'm going to be doing a suicide prevention wrestling show. It's the first of its kind. That's never been done before. I'm the the goal is this year. I just gotta figure out some small things, but man, I'm gonna be doing suicide prevention wrestling
I
show.
like that. I like in the way, like you know what I mean, to like send all that when you do it, send all that to the wrestling boys
I
IG.
got you.
Just send all that to the wrestling boys IG because we gonna be there. We gonna be there and support.
Appreciate that.
I love that. I love that. I love it. I love it. The suicide prevention wrestling show. I love that. It's like so
And
that's
I'm gonna
dope.
say it right now. It's not just gonna be wrestling. There's gonna be something for everybody. Like I said earlier, I'm tapped in. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to burp there. I'm
Really
tapped
good.
in. I'm tapped in with the hip hop culture. So I'm gonna have some of my boys come out perform some music. Like I said earlier, I want to have some the 12th and Market brand. They're tapped in with skateboarding. So there's gonna be things for different people, man. It's just gonna be an all day event. And I'm gonna say here right now, it's gonna be a free event for the community. If you want to donate, you can definitely donate. but I'm not looking for just donations. I'm looking to just to impact people's lives because mental health is not talked about as much as it should be.
Hmm. That's that I 100% agree with that. And what you looking forward to, like and with WrestleMania season coming up, WrestleMania gonna be basically like 2 hours away from y'all.
Right, man.
So we're 2 hours away from y'all. So it's like, what's your plans for WrestleMania 40?
I'm gonna be out there all week, man. As of right now, I haven't sealed down any shows I'm gonna be on yet. But I'm just gonna go out there and enjoy that time. If I don't get on any shows, I don't get on the show, because I know what it takes to get on those shows. But I definitely am gonna be out there that whole week enjoying the time of WrestleMania, man. Just getting to experience that. That's a once in a lifetime experience. Everybody said, man. I always said when I was a kid, I was like, oh man, why is it in Florida? Why is it here? Why is it there? Now it's at home. Like it's crazy.
Is
Who would have thought Mania in Philly, man? That's
hmm
crazy.
Yeah, Mania in Philly is crazy, man. What you what you looking forward to? What you want to see going moving forward with the big three promotions, especially the big five? What you looking forward to with this Cody Rhodes story, this Rock Roman story? What you looking forward to seeing? What's your matter of fact? Let me ask this: What? Give me your a WrestleMania 40 card you think you gonna see? We're at
Ooh,
WrestleMania.
it's hard. Like I said, the two matches that I want to see off the rip though, like I said, Jay and Jimmy, man,
Hmm.
that's gotta happen at Mania. And Roman and Rock, uh, man, it's hard to predict though because I say it all the time. Look at what's going on right now, right? Who would have thought Punk was gonna get hurt during the Royal Rumble and they had
Never.
plans for him? So I can't really sit here and be like, oh, this is the card because things happen in wrestling. I can, like I said, those are the two matches I want to see. So that's what I'll say. I'm not gonna predict the whole card just because, like I said, things happen. But those
That's
matches
definitely
right there. Uh, I'm gonna say too. I think we might get Bailey versus one of the Damage Control people. Because that definitely I think would be fire if they.
Belly and EO Sky are that's one of the matches. Belly EO Sky.
There we go.
Yeah, for the title.
So it's gonna be. I'm just man. I'm just happy. That Mania's at home, and I'm just gonna enjoy it, man. I get to
Facts.
be there. Like I'm gonna say it. Like I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'm
for
on.
sure.
I got the ticket,
Yeah,
but that's
for
because
sure
it's
we
life.
go.
That's once in a lifetime, man.
What to the lifetime for sure, but for sure, the Western boys gonna be in the building, man. I
Of
need to ask
course.
you. I need to ask your opinion. Which you no disrespect to Brandon Phillips, one of the greatest second defensive second basemen of all times. No disrespect when I say this. I say I love Jay Cargill. Like when I say I love Jay Cargill, I love Jay Cargill. Like so, what you think about Jay Cargill?
I mean, no disrespect to her. She's got a great look to her. She does the thing. You know, the Royal Rumble, she got the show out a little bit. You know, it's she's amazing at what she does, man. She gets a lot of hate, and like I said earlier, people are gonna hate on the dumbest things. It's just they got to sit out there and kind of deal with it. But nah, man, she's doing good things. That AEW run that was a pretty good thing. I'm interested to see what WWE does with her.
I'm interested too because like she just like that once again. No disrespect to B Phillips. Like she's a beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. She got the look and they didn't when they brought her in. So when they brought her in, they didn't rush her debut. They didn't
Right,
rush her debut. They didn't throw her in there. They didn't. They understand that this is somebody that's going to run the women's division for a long time to come because her and the Bianca Belair. That's a no. My shout out to my boy Montez Ford. That's another one I love too. And it's like they're gonna run a division, so they didn't really rush that along. So it's like, what you think about a possible matchup between the EST of WWE versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 40? Would you be in for it?
I mean, definitely, man. That's money right there written on it, man. It would be fun to watch.
Or would you mind them as a tag team first?
Nah, man, I think they got to go 1-on-1. I don't think those two as a tag team would feel right. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
both are shining on their own.
To like somebody came up with the idea of them being thunder and lightning. I said I said it's all right, but it was like I think the box office attraction to be them going against each other.
Right, it's
Uh,
crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. And I need you to be honest with me on this next question. What you think about Nia Jax since she been back?
Oh man, it's crazy, right? She was released and she came back. You know, I hope she stays on the straight path here and keeps doing what she's doing.
That's
You
the
know,
that's another. I mean, that's a part of that culture, that family.
of
That's
course,
that's
man.
another one.
Like I said, man, that family runs deep. Like I said, there's people in there that don't even know people don't even know about yet. We that family runs deep.
So because I reason why I asked that because we try to give people as they flowers as much as possible in here, and I feel like Nia Jax has been so much better since she
Right.
came back into the scene, and like Nia Jax is and see, I ain't gonna give y'all way too much. I just gave y'all my top two wrestlers. I like Nia Jax is on that list, so I ain't gonna give away too much. I ain't gonna, but I love what Nia Jax is doing, man, and what she doing. And are you looking forward to the Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax feud?
Yeah, man, that's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Because let's be honest, Rhea hasn't faced anybody as big as her yet, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, that's true. You think Rhea is lacking a signature win in that title reign?
I mean, nah, man. It's just like I said right now, man. Let's see, man. I'm one of those people that likes to see different styles of wrestling face off. So it's gonna be interesting to see how she works with somebody bigger. That is a little bit bigger. It's crazy. She's got wins on her belt, of course. Let's see now how this goes.
I'm looking forward to it as well too. Man, but we getting up, wrapping this thing up. I'm gonna hit you with a little rapid fire now too.
All right, sounds
I'm
good,
gonna hit you with a rapid fire. Oh, all right, all right. If you all right, if you had any championship to challenge for, what would be the number one championship you're challenged for?
man. Ooh, man, that's a
But
tough one. That's a hard one.
it don't gotta be just the big promotions. It could be all
Right.
the way from the bottom.
I mean, if I was a wrestler and I could challenge for any belt, of course it's the WWE Top Championship, right? Because you on top of the world with that belt. You did everything, and there's millions of people that tap in with the WWE, every day. So I guess the WWE title, man.
Okay. Second rapid fire. Give me two referees in the WWE right now.
Two referees in the WWE right now.
Yeah.
We got Jessica Carr.
Okay.
She's from out here, actually. Well, not from out here. She's from Maryland area. She used to be a wrestler. There's actually another ref from out this way on there that used to be a wrestler named Bandito Jr. I don't know what his ref name is in WWE, but he's from out this way too. So that's two right there, man. And they actually started as wrestlers, and now they're referees, and they're doing a damn thing.
Okay. Third rapid fire question. I'm gonna give you a group of wrestlers. One gotta go.
Ooh,
CM Punk. CM Punk. And this is all era specific. CM Punk, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the Legend Killer Randy Orton, and Super Cena. Which one gotta go?
ooh, man, that's a tough one. But I'm gonna go Cena on this one.
Okay. So all right. And there are two more rapid fire questions. All right. If you had a starting five in wrestling of the Noe Fatu family, who's your starting five?
Ooh, all right. So of course I gotta go with Big Unk. I gotta go with Alpha Junior,
Okay.
Lance Odawahi,
Okay.
I'm about to go Jacob.
Let me remind you now. This family tree runs a little bit
It
deep,
is.
so
It
it,
does.
it runs. So if you get start at five and see to be a little bit fair, I'll let you have two reserves.
All right. So like I said, Jacob Fatu would be next. And then of course I gotta put Samu on Awahi. I call him my wrestling dad. That's the one that trained me. Samu. Uh, man, Zilla Fatu would be on there. And of course, man, this is hard, but of course Roman and the Usos. Come on now, and man, I know you said five, but I'm getting close to a full NBA roster right now. Of course, Umaga's on there, man. It's just hard, man. That's this family's so deep, and each of them are different in their own ways.
All right, all right. Last one. Umaga. I want give me the group. Umaga what was in before he was Umaga.
Three count. We're talking about three count, right?
You're close. You close.
Whoa, where we go?
You
Which
close.
other one we going with here?
You close. I see. I'm a person that, but I want to like the bonus points. I'm gonna give you the bonus points for the effort. But the group was called 3 minute warning.
There we go. Why did I say three count? My bad.
I'm
Crazy.
gonna still give you that, man. I'm gonna still give you that, Mr. Quinn. Mr. Quinn. On this note, tell everybody what you got going on, Mr. Quinn. Let everybody know what you got going on. You
All
can
right.
shout out anything you want to shout out. Let the people know.
So if you want to tap in with me, if you want to follow my journeys, you can follow me on Facebook or add me on Facebook at Dylan Quinn. You'll see a picture of me with my ref shirt on there. You can follow me on Instagram at dquinn_97. You can add me on X. Again, I think that's dquinn_97. You can reach out to me. We could chop it up about anything. This weekend, you can catch me. There's a couple events you can catch me at. I mentioned the music stuff earlier. I'm be hanging out Friday night. I'll be at the Maze Theater here in Maze coming up here from 6 to 9 or maybe 10 p.m. There's gonna be a bunch of dope music performances happening. Saturday night, you can catch me at the Steel Stacks from my boy Slim Limite. That's what I got going on this weekend. And then Sunday, of course, we all tapped in watching that Super Bowl. I don't care who you are, you're still watching the Super Bowl.
Hmm. Facts.
And then, like I said, next weekend, you can catch me at Smash Master Wrestling. And then at the end of the month, you can catch me at the Battlefield once more at Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania, and that's going to be with Evil Intent. We got Gene Snitsky going to be in the building. I told you
Oh,
earlier, we got
Gene
Aqua Jr., we
Gene
got
Snitsky.
Casey Navarra, who is our champion. And to mention some of the guys that aren't known yet, quite yet, but they are going to be on the Raiders soon. You can catch Malik Delvante there. Man, we got so many people. Terry O'Donis. We got RJ Carnage. Man, our roster runs deep. Uh, Man, there's so many people on the Battlefield roster. I can just top to bottom. And there's a guy on the roster right now outside of Casey Navarro. There's another guy I'm going to put over right now.
Put
His
him over.
name is Spencer Slade. If you're not familiar, get familiar because that man is a beast. That man is going to be somewhere one day. If he's not, he's with the NWA right now, but trust me, he's going to be on a bigger scale one day. He's going to be on TV weekly. Like I said, Battlefield, man, tap in. We got a deep roster. You might go to WWE and you might not get that cool experience of meeting the people. Come to Battlefield, tap in with us, and you'll get to meet some dope people.
Tell him when the next Battlefield show is.
Uh It's at the end of the month, the last Sunday of the month. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head because
Nah,
the way the months have been going is crazy. But it's the
do it
last
him.
Sunday of the month.
What's the tick? Tell them about the ticket prices. What's the ticket prices?
So we got VIP for 20, or not VIP. We got general admission for 25, and we got VIP for 30. If you need some tickets, hit me up, and I will set tickets aside for you. Maybe I'll throw in a sweet little discount for you. Hell, maybe if this is your first Battlefield show, maybe if you hit me up and you say I want to come to the Battlefield and I want to check it out, this is my first show. Just maybe I'll personally buy your ticket for you so you can come experience it. Because I know finances are tight for some people right now. So if you want to come out and you just say, "Hey man, I wanna enjoy wrestling," hit me up. I will buy your ticket personally.
So, and see, and you can set them aside for the wrestling boys, man, because the wrestling boys
I
gonna
got
be
you.
the wrestling boys gonna be in the building, man. Set them joints aside for us, man. We gonna be in the building. We gonna check out. I never checked out a
Got you.
Battlefield show, so we gonna be in the building. We gonna do the damn thing, and we gonna chop it up, man. So set them things
Also, I
aside for the
got
boy.
you.
For the, you already know, man. So my and special and special thank you, real talk, because like real talk, we small entry level pet. We got over about 1,500 subscribers, going on 1,600. We a nice size platform, but we doing the damn thing. Shout out to Mr. Quinn, man. Appreciate you for even taking the time to tap
Of
in with us,
course,
man.
man.
Sharing what you got, sharing your picking letters, picking your brain, sharing everything that goes on with the Wild Samoans, man, with the training facility. If y'all not tapped in, man, if y'all not tapped in with that place, man, tap in with that place, man. The roots run deep. He told you that not the
Exactly.
Hawaii family and the Fatu family, man, are deep. Like when I say deep, Cody Rhodes said it the best in his intro for Kingdom. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Like wrestling really has more than
Exactly, man.
one royal family. Tap in with the guys, man. You ever see my guy Dylan in there, man? Please, so you know the rules of engagement. Anybody we send there to just chop it up, be on your best behavior, respectful, humble, and tell them that the wrestling boys sent me over there. I want to support, even if you support him on Instagram. Just let you know that the wrestling boys sent you over there, man. We are the wrestling boys, man. Follow us on IG, on Wrestling Boys PA. Follow us on YouTube. This is the channel. Sub up to the channel. Let's get it. Let's get to 2,000, man. If we could get to 2,000 by
Let's
March,
do it.
but we get to 2,000 by March 8th, by a month from now, man, before the release of WWE 2K24. I would give two lucky people. I will do a drawing where I could give two lucky people brand new copies of the game. It could be any edition that you want of the game. I will personally get you them editions of the game. Hell, if we get to 2,000 by March 8th,
Hey,
Dylan
hey,
might.
let me cut you off real quick. If we get to that goal, not only will you get the option off that or draw off that video game, I personally will throw in one of my or two of my shirts in on top of that.
To the Red Sea, and he said he just let you know. So now 2 dot now the goal is on, y'all. 2,000
And that's gonna
subscriptions.
be that's a shirt that's not even released yet. That shirt you had as my logo, as the Ref DQ, the Family Guy style of tribute. That shirt hasn't even dropped yet. So if we get to that goal, man, you guys might be one of the first people who get that
One
shirt.
of the first people and see the wrestling boys, man, where we give you the first exclusives, man, and we give you the first exclusives of everything, man. And I mean, and the homie right now to tell you like, yo, he'll sign them Jones for you, he'll
He'll
sign
do
them,
whatever.
and then over top of that, so you will be basically for just subbing up to the channel, you'll just be basically getting a free copy of WWE 2K24. If you are like, you will get a cover, you will either get the Cody Rhodes cover, you'll get the Bianca and Rhea Ripley cover, or you get the 40 years of WrestleMania cover. So let me reiterate this again, and to the people that's gonna watch this on playback. My boy Dylan Quinn is gonna give you a brand new, brand new exclusive shirt that ain't even released, signed for you, and then the wrestling boys gonna be giving and on top of that, two copies of WWE 2K24. 2,000 subs by March 8th. We got y'all, man. With that being said, man, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything where you could click on, man, and sub up to the channel. Humbly appreciate you, my boy, for sitting up there doing this, man. Take a time out the day and let
Of
me pick
course,
your brain.
man.
I am the
Thank you for
wrestling
giving me
boys.
the platform.
Well, you always and Mr. Quinn, you always, sir, no matter what time and day is, you ever we going this is what the platform all about. Ever you want to come on, you always got an open platform to come on, chop it up, tell us about what's new. all y'all, and this is a message for all y'all working your way from the start, from the top, from the bottom, and go all the way to the top. If y'all ever want to have a platform where y'all want to just talk about what y'all got going on, y'all want to talk about your wrestling career, and you want to somewhat get into the graces of the people, the Wrestling Boys is where it's at for you. So with that being said, God bless y'all. Coming back in like 2 more hours, the Wrestling Boys gonna watch AEW for the first night for time ever in life. God bless y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.